Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Rampage and this is Batman Arkham Origins on PC. Now I will be running a benchmark. Well, it's not really a benchmark per se, it's just running through the first sequence to give you guys an idea of how the game's performance kind of is without Vsync on. Now I'll quickly show you the settings that I'll be playing with. Everything that I'm playing with right now is completely maxed out. DX11 enhanced, details, whatever the hell that means. 2 times anti-aliasing to get the better performance that I can probably get. I don't want to go any higher than that because I feel that that's not really realistic benchmarking, and I don't like it when people benchmark that way because I don't know anyone that either just doesn't turn on either 2, 4 times or FXAA. And by 2 times or 4 times I mean MSAA. But anyway, whatever. Story, continue. There we go. Now I've got my GPU temperature, usage and clock speed. Also the memory and the memory usage, and also my frames in the top left corner. So if you want to actually see what my frames are, you might want to run this game, or not run the game, but run the video at 720p full screen. That way you can actually see what is going on. So a few people on the Steam forums were complaining about DX11 performance, but as you can see right now, it is pretty much getting a stable 60 frames per second. I don't know what else to say. Although I would have liked to see more memory utilization, but whatever. Also my temperatures are a bit high, which is kind of worrying, and also my GPU usage is about 92 to 98%, which isn't I don't know, it's not really like optimal because I'm not using anywhere near 2 gigabytes of VRAM, so I don't know how that means it's 99%, but whatever. Okay, alright, so the purpose of this benchmark is purely for you guys to determine either what graphics card you'll need and how optimized the game really is. Now, the game doesn't really run too bad, completely maxed out. Now I can tell you now that I will not be running the game this way, purely because I feel that they could do better with DX11. That being said, I don't want to use 2 times MSAA. I want to use NVIDIA's actual FXAA, which I find a lot better than any sort of in-game FXAA that you can ever enable. Oh, it feels good to be playing Batman again. Oh my god. Anyway, whatever. So, as you can see here, my frames haven't really dipped all that much, which is actually quite impressive. What the hell? There. I was actually pressing that, but for some reason it was still in fight mode. But, and again, I think physics was on a high, so I will be turning that off anyway. Purely because I don't really want all this random debris shit everywhere, or I'll just have it on normal maybe, and then just turn DX11 features off until these developers figure out a way to actually make it more optimized. Like it runs really well right now anyway, so I don't know, I might leave it completely maxed out because I haven't really seen a frame drop. The only reason why I'm getting frame drops, or the frame drops that I'm noticing, is because I've got Vsync off. Now you guys won't be able to see this, or hopefully you guys won't be able to see this, but I can see screen tear, right? That is because Vsync is turned off, but it's not really completely noticeable. Now every person is, you know, sees that kind of stuff completely different, and I'm one of those people that do see screen tearing a lot quicker than most people will. and I really dislike it. So I always try to play any single game with Vsync on anyway. But yeah, the lowest it has dropped was, as you saw, about 50, maybe 49 frames per second. But that was during a fight scene and without Vsync on, because it was trying to sync up. Sorry, it wasn't trying to sync up to the refresh rate. If it was syncing up to the refresh rate, sorry, it wouldn't necessarily drop this much. And I will be doing a Vsync on comparison as well. I won't be having them side by side, I don't think, because you won't really be able to tell the difference. But anyway, let's start this bit again, shall we? Okay, so guys, this is with Vsync on. As you can see noticeably already, that the game isn't using necessarily 99% GPU usage 100% of the time, and it's not really using as much VRAM as it was before, and it feels kinda clunky even with Vsync on. I'm not too sure whether that's just, it feels just like not motion blur. Actually, yes, it does feel like motion blur and mouse smoothing on at the same time. Because as you can see there, my frames haven't actually dropped below. Oh, it dropped about 57 frames then, but whatever. 55. So let's see if the game actually drops while we have that big fight that's slightly around the corner here.
What is that? Behind you! Oh, come on. Expect me to fall for that? I mean, try something already.
Behind you!
No! Stay away! Get back!
Sorry about this, guys, but this is part of the benchmark. It has to be here.
I heard the rumors, but you're not supposed to be real.
Tore this place apart.
I don't know what it is. It's huge.
Okay. I didn't actually know that I could skip that last time, but whatever. So I'll just walk around with all these guards. Sorry, not guards, inmates. What the hell? Okay, just did a backflip for some reason.
These are black masks, men.
So
Tell me where I can find black
I'm not. I think the physics applies to Batman's cape and also like debris and stuff, but I haven't really seen any debris yet. So, hey. But quickly, before I even start playing the actual game itself, or actually taking the game seriously, I want to point out that I really love how fluid the actual combat system is in this game, but I feel that it's kind of too easy at times. Like this, anyway, with massive groups of them. So hopefully they bring out like better and stronger enemies that you don't do that with. Like you can't just do this with, but whatever. As you can see, really, it hasn't dropped down constantly as it was before. I did see a frame drop to 57 frames per second, but right now it does seem quite stable. So again, this is just the very beginning of the game. It's not actual open world footage, so take it as you will. But as I sort of said before, this is the Batman Arkham Origins PC sort of benchmark attempt with both Vsync and Vsync off, pretty much maxed out. Now I will tell you guys my setup. It is a i5 2500K clocked at 4.5 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM, and a ASUS GTX 770 overclocked edition. As you can see there, my overclock is 1241 megahertz, and it actually stays at that overclock, which is something that I haven't seen in a long time in games that I've actually played with this overclock. Normally it would overclock to 1202, which is my old overclock, and it's the highest boost clock that it could have received. But yeah, this is actually going to my highest clock speed, which is something that I haven't seen in a while, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. But hope you guys have enjoyed this video. My name is Rampage. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more benchmarks in the future. Peace out.